So this is the conditions for a long, a swing failure, which we've just had, or a sign of strength. Okay. And we're not seeing any kind of strength at the moment, because when the price is hugging the lows, that's not strength, that's weakness. Right? It's just a fact. And what we're looking for is strength, not weakness. We're not seeing it. So that's the local volume here. And naturally, the sign of strength here would be to get back into the value area. But obviously, by the time that happens, the price is already a good percentage away from where we are at. So the question is, where is strength right now? That's what you're looking for. You're looking for strength, right? And as you can see, we have a daily level which we've come underneath, and so that's the closest level. We've had a swing failure, so there was a long opportunity with that swing failure, but it's past now. Yeah, it's pretty much past now, and people who've taken longs will possibly set to break even or take profit, possibly not. They'll have their invalidation at the pivot low. That's what swing failure is. We could be seeing a swing failure, so that's the first entry for a long, a swing failure, which we've just experienced. Okay, but I think next kind of sign of strength here would be a reclaim of a loss level. In this context, the loss level is this daily level. Okay, so you're looking for a combination of a couple of things. You're looking for a market structure change and a sign of strength, right? I'm just looking at the 5-minute time frame just to look at the structure. Maybe I have to go a bit higher. I'm kind of looking for a 5-minute market structure change. Lower low. I think that's the first higher high there. That's the first high high. So we've had a first high high on the 5-minute time frame. And as long as you don't take out that low, that's your higher high. We just need to take out that high with a higher low. And that would be your first structure change on the local time frame. We've already lost the golden pocket, so actually it's looking still quite weak. See that? So again, you're not looking too long unless you see either a swing failure or a sign of strength. We're losing the golden pocket, maybe not. Let's see, we're finding it looks like we're losing it, but it's not looking strong at the moment. So a sign of strength in this context, in my opinion, would be a reclaim of that daily level here, plus a structure change, and that would be a long opportunity right there. Okay, off that daily level, a back test of that daily level, get back up there. That would be a sign of strength. You'd have to wait for that to happen. You have to be really patient. You're looking for a market structure, high there, and then you have an invalidation, and then you can take it up. Okay, and that's kind of what I'd be looking for a long. I wouldn't be looking to long here. into weakness, be looking to long into a little bit of strength, little local market structure change, a little kind of sign of strength, flipping a daily level back into support. That would be nice to see that. If you see that, then you could probably long, and then maybe actually that's the low for the day. You're looking for a low of the day to come in, and then hopefully looking for the price to start working its way back up. Okay. Clearly there's no shorts here. You can't short into the price at the lows. That's just ridiculous. Depends on your time frame, I guess, your time horizon. Because if you're thinking this is it, this is the top, price is going down now, it's going all the way down to whatever, then yeah, of course you'd have to short with a massive stop loss at the all-time high, and then the only way you can make that profitable is if the price really did drop down to 74k, and then you're only looking at a 1 to 2.5 risk to reward. It's still pretty shit. So ideally what you want is you want a smaller invalidation so you have a higher risk to reward. So actually shorting there is not a good idea. What would be a good idea if you wanted to short, and I think shorts are on the table now because we are seeing quite bearish price action after we took out that all-time high, is you'll be looking for a retrace wherever we put in the pivot, and you're looking for it to go back up to the golden pocket wherever you put in the pivot. And so in this context it would be that weekly level there, golden pocket right at the top of the range, for another kind of push up. It'd probably be a fast push up, probably. If it's really fast, it wouldn't be a slow, it'd be like bam, bam, bam. It'd be like right up, rally, 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 for rejection. And straight down. That's kind of what you're looking for, and you could short that, and you'd have to wait for the reaction. You have a short it with a smaller stop loss, and then you're looking for a lower high there, and then you would be aiming for all the way down here, to be honest with you, all the way down to wherever, somewhere down there or further. I think that's the most highly probable trade in this context, the price to rally into a short or to find some strength. And strength, you just have to be patient for for a sign of strength. On the lower time frame, you'd be looking for a market structure change. Oh, look at that. Wow, see that? Let's have a look at the order flow. Wow, we're still getting bearish CVD. I'm really bearish CVD. Oh no, maybe, I don't know. Longs piling in now, big longs. Shorts closing. It's quite high volume, huh? Here, range low. Yeah, a little bit of bearish CVD here, a bit of bearish absorption in the price. Wow, look at that. So some longs enter the golden pocket. We're coming up into resistance. What you really want to see is you want to see that market structure change, which we haven't seen yet. Then we want to see the price find support on this daily level for a reclaim. We need to reclaim that. So we're still not there yet. That's kind of what you want to see. Otherwise, you don't want to kind of long and get trapped with all these longs coming in. They want to get trapped. So we do need to see a market structure change here. We really do. Once you have higher highs, higher lows, yeah, that daily level will probably be the right place, and that will probably coincide with the daily open VWAP as well, probably on the other side. So you're just waiting for the price to take out that high, and then you're waiting for the price to find support here, back on that level. Okay, so we're not there yet, but it could happen. So we're on the way, and then we're still looking for a short much higher up, if this is the pivot that's been put in. Okay, it's kind of my Bitcoin update for today. If we don't get the right kind of price action that we want here, then we're probably going lower. We just have to see what happens today. I kind of feel that I feel like we need this to close green today, not red. I feel like it needs to be green. Get lower closes. You can get another lower close, lower highs, and then it's going to start looking really bearish. I feel like we need a green close. So we have to see. We're kind of in decisive right now. You can see it's on the daily time frame, it's a little bit of a doji. We're at the lows of this local range. The bulls are fighting. It's clear to see. Right. So that's kind of Bitcoin. We're looking for a sign of strength, and a market structure change, or we're looking for lower. Otherwise, we're looking for higher prices for a short into the pivot GP. Golden pocket. Wow! Fuck a duck. There you go. I mean, no one can really predict that, can they? Like, it's just impossible, isn't it? There's no way to predict that. Absolutely. It's a shame, actually, because I was going to make a video and cut my BTC video, but look. Big long came in, bam, right up. And some short squeeze. Look at those short squeezes. Shit. Madness. Wow. So that strength, it's just that it didn't flip, did it? It kind of faked out, and then what can you do, huh? Twice it lost the golden pocket there as I was streaming it, and it came about, and you know. Let's see where our short is. All right, so it's much higher up. That's a real sign of strength. That is, I would say that's a really strong buy. Potentially, we have to see what happens. If that's a bullish engulfing, then I did say we're at the range low. Yes, again, you miss a trade, you just have to go to the next trade. It's not a big deal. If you have planned a trade and it doesn't do exactly what you want, it could have done that. It could have gone up and back tested properly. Hasn't done that. You see that? And so naturally, someone has just trigger fingered market bought and taken the price up, and it is what it is. So it was were you looking for a sign of strength? Effectively, you got your market structure change, and that was the trigger point for higher prices. And now we're in bullish market structure on the 5-minute time frame. There's no real opportunities here except pullbacks now. You have to just, and this is the tricky one. It's really the golden pocket that you're looking at. That's the only one really. There's no point chasing this now, but it will be good for altcoins. So that's kind of what interests me. Let's have a look at ETH. We'll look at ETH. ETH is doing the same. It's interesting because TRVL pre-pumped. TRVL was more bullish beforehand, and so TRVL is pumping too, which is good to see. Let's just have a look at Quanx, which is the one I was not pumping as much as I'd like, but it's all good. It's interesting. Huh? So you that's for sure, that's strength. Now you just have to wait for it to find support. Maybe the next daily level, huh? Maybe the price has to come back. We're into a local value area low right now. We're testing that. Maybe the price now needs to come back to this next level. Maybe that's the next long opportunity. Is that a daily level? Yeah. All right. That swing failure, was it? Huh? Swing failures. Swing failures are the ones to take. Swing failures and signs of strength. That's how you enter. And so now we've seen a sign of strength, and now you're looking for the pullback for the price to hit support, find support, and then you can have a local invalidation for a long.